For duty and humanity. Now the timer is correct. I think that last stream was fucked up. It was messed up. We got trains, and more trains, man. I'm gonna blast you out of your house. I don't want to spill my coffee either. What happens if I do this here? I think I can still read the chat from there. Yeah. Now we got the studio going, right? We got the studio going. What's it look like when I flip this here? Hello, peeps. Hello, peeps. Can we put the green screen? Yeah, we'll let you do a green screen too. All right. No problemos then. Because I can always pull up a map if I need to show you. With that McDonald's sitting there, for all you know, you could be in Vietnam, but we're not. But we will be in 2 weeks, unless we die before we get on the plane. Make the questions pertinent. I mean, make this interesting. Let's make this a good educational stream, you know? Because I know everybody that hasn't been there before, they need to know what's going on, you know? Will Travels has got Da Nang covered. Da Nang. Everybody wants to go to Da Nang because it's like Miami Beach. It's like the California. It's like the Florida city in Vietnam. You have all your Western amenities. You have everything you want there. But is that what you're looking for? Or are you looking for a nice, cozy mountain town where you can get trek and fish? Or are you looking for a mountainous area where you can go ride motorcycles around the Ha Giang Loop, you know? Or are you looking for a city with 4 seasons, you know? You might want 4 seasons. You might not want it hot all the time. Maybe you're looking for a wife. If you're looking for a wife, I can tell you which city to go to. I can tell you where to go. Lots of late 20-year-olds and early 30-year-olds still looking for husbands, you know? I can even pull up the map and show you on the map where these cities are at, because I got one loaded. So if you have a pertinent question that's on topic, go ahead and ask it. I guess tonight nobody's interested in Vietnam, huh? One of the perfect tourist traveling destinations in the world. It's like almost the perfect place to go if you want to spend some time. Some people want to live there, you know. Some people just want to go there for like half of the year, you know. Some people just want to go there and backpack, you know. Backpack around the country. If you're from the UK, you get a 45-day visa for free. Actually, it's a visa exemption. But I'll tell you one thing about Vietnam. If you can't handle the noise, you don't want to go to Vietnam. Vietnam is one friggin' noisy country. I mean, it's one freaking noisy country. But other than that, it's very, very affordable. Very, very affordable to travel anywhere in that country. It depends on what floats your boat, like I put in the description. What floats your boat? What are you looking for? Are you looking for beaches? Are you looking for mountains? Are you looking for adventure? Are you looking to find a wife? I can tell you all the cities to go to that you want to go to then. I am like the guru of travel, and I'm like the what, tourist minister of Vietnam. I'm like the tourist minister, man. They actually have films in their high schools of me telling them that Vietnam is the best. It's a 12 on a scale of 10. High school students are watching films of me now in Vietnam. Me being questioned by students. What do you think of Vietnam? Where do you go? Why are you here? How do you like the food? What do you think of the people? Most friendliest people in the world, most friendliest people in Vietnam. Mostly, I think, because most of them are, there's a lot of Christians there, but most of them are Buddhists, and they believe in karma. And since they believe in karma, they don't want to mess you over. They want to treat you nice because they want to be treated nice. They don't want it to come back on them, the bad luck, you know. They even burn money. Not real money, but fake money for their ancestors, man. It's a ritual. They do a lot. I mean, you'll see people, the first time I saw it, I thought they were burning real money because it looks almost like real Vietnamese dong. But they're just sending the bills off to their dead ancestors, you know. I mean, you can't beat the place, man. And when you go there, you gotta want to learn part of the language, you know. You especially want to say "Chao Boi Song," which is hello, good morning. You're gonna want to learn how to say "Xin Chao Em Gai," which means hello, my sister, right? But the most important thing you want to know is if you're in a city and you don't know where you're at, you need to say "Doi Dang O Dao," which means where the heck am I, right? Where am I? And they'll be glad to show you where you want to go. And you don't even have to pay them. And they're not sitting there with their hands out. Very industrious country, very industrious. Very safe country. Even for female backpackers that travel alone, they're on their own, it's very safe. Very, very, very safe. It's like safer than traveling in my hood here now, you know. It's very much safer than here. You wouldn't want to walk up and down this street at like 3 in the morning, but in Vietnam you can do that and you won't get harassed. But Will Travels has got it covered on people that want to live there. Most people that go there that want to live there want to go to Da Nang. Whereas the people in the United States say, I want to go to Da Nang, Vietnam, Da Nang. Because that's like the Florida of Vietnam, the Miami Beach of Vietnam. You have the infrastructure, you have the hotels, you have the beach, you have anything you could want there, except for cool weather. You got a lot of rain too. But it's in Typhoon Alley. When the typhoons leave the Philippines, they head directly towards Da Nang. They head north of the central part. If you want a nice 2-bedroom apartment out in the suburbs, and you like seasons, like you like it to get cold, you like it to be warm and hot, Hanoi is a good place to stay. The only problem with Hanoi is it's like the United States, they got pollution trouble, you know? Hello, Maximus. Keep it on topic now, man. If you want to ask me a question about Vietnam, ask me a question about Vietnam. Man. Well, you know I'm leaving in exactly, well shit, is it past midnight yet? No, I'm leaving in exactly 2 weeks. And I'm getting my name, let's say I had to go get the photocopies of the birth certificates today to get my name put on the deed. And I had to get my Vietnam visa printed out. I got it printed out. And every day towards the day you leave, you're doing something, man. So today I didn't go to the pub at all. I just came to Dunkin' Donuts here and had me a little Aldi's picnic and some, Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And I figured, you know what I never did? I never did tell people that have different aspirations when they go to Vietnam. Because everybody doesn't want to go to Vietnam to live, man. Well, you would have to go to Nha Trang for that, Maximus. You would have to go to the little Vietnamese Russian town of Nha Trang on the beachfront. But I mean, if you're looking for a wife, Maximus, are you looking for a wife? I can tell you what city to go to in Vietnam if you're looking for a real conservative type wife that's in her late 20s, early 30s, that's looking for a foreigner to get married to. Okay, so you don't want to go to Can Tho then, right? Can Tho, way in the south. That's where you would go. Can Tho, there's women crawling all over the place down there, just looking for a husband. Now, if you're looking to walk across the longest glass bridge in the world, where would you go for that, Maximus? To walk across the longest glass bridge in the world, man. Where some people pay 25 euro to go across it. They walk out about 5 meters, they freak out and turn around and go back, man, because they're scared. Man. Well, if that's your case, Maximus, then you don't want to go to the Juice Man guy either. You want to stay in Saigon. Saigon is party town, man. Saigon is the business capital, not the capital, but the business capital of Vietnam. And they're Angeles City, Pattaya, all them places. None of them compare to Bui Vien. Bui Vien is Angeles City and Pattaya on crack, man. So if you just want to go to party and pick up loose women and you got money, you want to go to Saigon and you want to hit Bui Vien. But see, some people take their families there, man. Some people want to go on vacation. And where's a more affordable place to take a really nice vacation for the wintertime except for Vietnam, right? I mean, you can't beat it. It's more affordable than the Philippines. The people are more friendly. Of course, if you don't like non-speaking English countries, like some people don't go to Mexico because they speak Spanish, right? You speak Spanish? I mean, you can go, I'm eating some of my picnic potato salad right now. I'm having a car picnic in the parking lot. No, Vietnam is something like California, basically. Has a coastline, has like a really long coastline. It's really good. I had that hand-packed, I didn't get the German, I just got the regular potato salad from Aldi's. It was only like $3 and some change for a big old thing of it. I ate part of it earlier. Now I'm eating some more of it. Because that's a lot of carbs, man. Good stuff. Plus, you know me. without all my teeth, you know, this is like one of my treats that I can have because it's basically like mashed potatoes with sauce in it, right? So I don't have to chew and choke on shit, you know? He was trying to go to sleep because I was getting hunger pangs and hoping to fall asleep before I give in and eat something. Well, just go ahead and eat something, man. What the hell? Live your life, huh? Mmm. I mean, like, it's only, what, it's like 11 o'clock at night? Have your midnight snack, you know? The only people I will tell not to eat at 11 o'clock at night is big fat fuckers, you know? I will tell big fat fuckers to uh, eat a pretzel stick and then go to bed. You haven't seen it yet. Look at that. Mmm. Mmm. Num num num. Mmm. Num num potato salad, man. Does anybody want a bite? Does anybody want a bite of my potato salad? Mmm. Mmm. I know exactly what would hit the spot for you, Maximus, right now. Is you go down to the Pimp Juice Man and have him make you an avocado smoothie, man. That would fill you up, and you wouldn't be overeating. Superfood, 20-ounce avocado smoothie for like 80 cents. And I'm not lying either. Here at Dunkin' Donuts, if I was to get one of those, it cost me $8.99. Here comes the old homeless people jogging down the street. She got her, she got her black pimp. She got her black pimp coming behind her. Just telling her to run to the White Castle so she can use the bathroom. You know what? I never had a problem taking care of myself. I never had a problem, you know. I mean, I was stuck. Without a place to stay in a city that has like 10 million population, Saigon, overnight. And I made good of it, you know. The friggin' booking screwed me up on my booking. I had no place to stay. I actually had some fun. I hung around with the ladies of the night in the park. Then I went to a little 24-hour coffee shop and had me some pastries with coffee. It was pretty good. I mean, I was tired, man, in the morning when I finally got my other hotel, but everything was booked up, man. If I would have had a tent, I probably would have set it up in 24-9 Park, Central Park. You're nibbling on blueberries and I'm eating potato salad, man. Num, num, num. I might even make me a bologna sandwich, man. I bought me some bologna earlier with some Swiss cheese. Can't go wrong with that either, man. Now, what did I do? Oh, there's the lid. I got to put the lid back on the tater salad, though. No, I didn't hear about that. But you know, shit like that happens in the United States all the time, man. I heard something about another school got shot up a couple days ago. That's why I kind of like everything Trump's doing. They go, oh, he's turning it into a police state, you know? But the thing is if people are getting just robbed walking down the street and they're, I mean, they say we're the first world country, but that shit don't happen in Vietnam, man. It just doesn't happen, man. Let me see, I don't want to make a whole sandwich. I'm just going to take me a piece of bologna, and I'm going to take me a piece of Swiss. I'll put this shit together and roll it up, and have me a bologna Swiss roll, man. Like in Vietnam, how they take the lettuce and they roll up their food in the lettuce. Just going to take a piece of Swiss and a piece of bologna and make me a bologna Swiss roll, man. I don't want this shit to go to waste, man, because I don't have a refrigerator to put in. I have to go in the house and put it in. I'm not going to wake my brother up. Since he's being nice and I'm getting my name put back on the house, you know. I even got his birth certificate because I had to make a copy of it. He's got to send it into the, yeah, carb-free. Here we go. Check this out. This is a bologna Swiss roll. You got Swiss cheese with bologna in the middle. Good stuff, man. Hey, that's some good Swiss cheese, man. Oh. That was only like, I think a half a pound was only like $2. That's not bad. People say prices are going up. $2 for a 8-ounce, 11 slices of Swiss cheese. What do you want? A whole brick of cheese for $2? This isn't 1950s anymore, you know. No, this isn't cold guts. This is bologna. Will Travels won't eat bologna. I was watching a video from this Vietnamese guy today. He's like a Him and his friend are like the YouTube gangsters that they're on. And they were doing stuff like when Will started out, how he showed hotels and stuff. Well, I wouldn't say it's the finest cut of bologna, but it's deli bologna. I don't buy that packaged shit, man. That sucks. I can't even go live, man. I had to connect to McDonald's Wi-Fi. What the fuck? A buffering we go, a buffering we go. Hi-ho to Dario, a buffering we go. Thomas Crown, welcome to the chat, even though you're already gone because it was buffering. I wish you guys would put my streams on my videos on playlist and just let it play all night so I get my watch hours caught up, man. I need my watch hours caught up, man. This live streaming, the buffering and all that stupid crap, man, they're making it hard on me, man. They're making it really hard on me, man, to get my watch hours back, man. But if I had a few of my loyal subscribers just play my playlist at night while they're sleeping with the sound off, you know, Southeast Asia playlist, or the Mexican one, El Chipo and Chiapas, or just play my live streams, you know, the live stream playlist, right? I got some live streams that were like 12 hours long, man. So here we had a little bit of tater salad. We had a little bit of tater salad. We had a little bologna and Swiss cheese roll. And now our snack, and we're all good. We got our coffee. We're having our little picnic in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot at 11:30 at night. CBJ was crawling up my ass earlier tonight, man, on Wishy's stream, man. Why don't you spend money? Why are you so cheap? I said, quit trying to be my finance man. I don't need you to be my finance man. I said, I can't handle my finances. I said, I've been doing it since I was 14 years old, man. I said, I'm giving my shit to my grandson so he has stuff that I didn't have when I was his age. And so when I was his age, I was having to live with two 29-year-old welfare hoes in the ghetto. I said, I don't want that to happen to him. I want him to be able to have. I made him start a bank account and everything, man. He's got money saved up now. He's probably got more money in the bank than part of my subs, man. He's working at a steel mill out in Lake Station, which is east of Gary. He's making decent bucks. Nothing to brag about, you know. Nothing to brag about, but it's more than McDonald's, man, you know. He's making good money, man. He took me out. Was it last night or night before last? He took me out for a pizza and we shot pool. Nah, Thomas, I'm getting ready with shit, man. Like today, I went to the print shop and I had to email him my Vietnam visa so I could get a copy in black and white and one in color, and the fucking guy didn't have the color printer working. So I paid for everything. And I got the black and white copy, but I got to pick up the color copy tomorrow. Because, you know, you got to have this shit. Even sometimes they don't even ask you for it, you know. Sometimes you walk up, you put it up there, they don't even look at it, you know. But the first time I'll go there without that, then they'll say, where's your color copy of your visa, you know. It's Murphy's Law, you know that, right? And then I had to get copies of my birth certificate and his birth certificate so he can send it to the mortgage company that he took the mortgage out on the house for, so they can put my name back on the fucking title, right? I want that all done before I leave out here. I already got my name on the bank accounts where that money's sitting at when he took that money out. I said, shit, that's half my money. I go, something happens to you, I said, I'll take that money and pay off that friggin' house where you took the money out, because it was already paid off, right? Now it's not. I said, I'll pay off the house, that way I don't have no mortgage payments, man. No, it's the 15th, man. I got the flight booked, man. The guy at the printing shop, he looked at the itinerary. I had him print me out my itinerary too. He said, "What?" He said, "You only paid like $550 for a trip all the way to Vietnam." I said, "Yep." I said, "You want to see the hotel I'm going to be staying at?" I showed him that. He goes, "Damn." He said, "Why you pick Vietnam?" I go, "Well, look." I said, "Look how affordable it is, man." I said, "People, you like to use that C word, you know." Yeah, I paid my phone bill, Maximus. It was the goddamn Dunkin' Donuts internet, man. I had to switch to the McDonald's, man. Dunkin' Donuts internet up here sucks. If I go to the one in Munster, it works really good. And sometimes it's better not even to use the internet. Just use your data on your phone and turn the internet off. But I'm probably already close to 50 gigs already, though. Yeah, if it's after midnight, it's 13 days and counting. Actually, it's still 14 days because it's 11/26. After midnight, it'd be 13 days and counting now. Next weekend, I'm gonna have my grandson's gonna come by. He's gonna help me take that tent down. I want him to help me take it down and pack everything away in the car, so that I got to give him a key to the car too, you know. Yeah, I got unlimited data, but you know, once you go over 50 gigabytes, they slow your ass down, man. You're not prioritizing. I got 5G and everything, but that's what I like about the Vietnam plans too. See, that's the question people aren't asking me, right? When you go to Vietnam, you get 6 gigabytes a day. Okay, that's plenty enough. Add that up times 30. That's 180 gigs a month, right? So 6 gigabytes a day to use for data and streaming, right? So basically what I'll be doing is I'll be taking more videos over there. I'll be doing more videos because I'm going to get me a bicycle and I'm going to attach to one of those things on the bike that you can put in my short pocket. And I got the pocket keys I take with me. No, you know I don't have an Obama phone, man. I got the best company out there, man. I got T-Mobile, man, which when I land in Vietnam, I'll have enough data where I can order me a grab car to take me to the town, you know. Don't take you to love town. Get right off the airplane. Fuck their goddamn Wi-Fi. Just use my data. It's not fast. It'll pop up in the messages. It'll say, "Philip, welcome to Vietnam. You have unlimited T-Mobile data at 253 kilobytes, not gigabytes, 253 kilobytes, not megabytes, kilobytes per second, which is just barely enough to order a grab or use navigation." That's it, man. Yep, get to the airport, order a grab. Because all my apps are working like I didn't bust out Billy Jack, you know. He'd have never met that chick in the Philippines if it wasn't for me. Because he was freaking. When he got to Vietnam, he had culture shock, man. He was freaking. He was like, "I got to get out of here. I got to go to Thailand or someplace. I got to get out of here." So if I didn't hook him up with my buddy, Hao, from Vietnam, that spoke really good English and stuff. If I didn't hook him up, it'd be horror story #1 for him, man. And then he's going to tell me how to use my finances and Wishy's channel today? Come on, man. Come on, man. I'll do a Joe Biden. Come on, man. Are you doing cocaine? He wants everybody to be a big baller because you got money. Just because you got money, you don't have to be a baller. I want to leave some shit behind for my grandson, man. If I hit the Powerball or the Lotto, man, the first thing I do is tell my brother, "You're going to have to go live in the Motel 6 with your dog for about a month, 3 months." He'll go, "What?" I go, "Yeah, I'm going to tear this fucking house down and build a fucking 4-plex apartment, you know, like a 2-story, 2 apartments in the front, 2 apartments in the back type thing. So I'm going to let my grandson stay in the one downstairs and you stay in the other one downstairs, and you can rent the other 2 out to pay for the taxes and the upkeep of the place." I might even let my baby's mama's nephew move in there and give him cheap rent and make him the maintenance man, you know, because he's pretty good at fixing shit, man. I don't think anybody hit the Powerball. I know down in southern Indiana somebody hit, I think, 1 million. They had what, like 4 numbers in the Powerball or some shit like that? No, it was 100,000 or something like that. Yeah, it rolled over again, man. I think. I'm almost positive. Because I don't play that one. I just play the Lotto. Indiana Lotto. There's too many damn numbers in the Powerball to hit the son of a bitch, man. You got all the numbers in one drum, and you got all the numbers in the other drum, and it goes like all the way up to, I think, 74, like bingo. The Lotto only goes up to like, what, 50 something is like the biggest number in the Lotto. And it's only one drum, you know. You don't have double numbers. You don't have like 2's the Powerball and 2's in the other row of balls too, you know. Powerballs is too hard. That's like getting hit by lightning twice in the same spot within a week, you know. Lotto's like getting hit by lightning just one time, you know. Powerball, that's all a gimmick anyway, because you give you more money, but you don't get more money. I gotta open the door, I dropped the smoke. Hear that ding, ding, ding? Oh. Yeah, because, I mean, if you win $1 million, you only get like 300,000. You say, I'll take all the cash now, right? I mean, 300 million. Because they take half of it. If you take cash right away, they take half right off the top. And then you got to pay taxes on that. They take that taxes right away. And then they take income taxes off the top of that. So you get taxed twice. That's why I really wouldn't buy anything. I would just keep the money and stay in 5-star places. But for my brother and my grandson and shit, I'd build that fourplex. But I'd tell them, you're responsible for the friggin' taxes. You're responsible for the upkeep. So rent them other 2 apartments out to people that are going to be dependable. And whatever you have left over out of the upkeep and the taxes, you can send to me, right? Actually, I wouldn't even need that money. Just tell them, keep the place fixed up nice, right, and pay the taxes. That way you guys are set for life. You know? Yeah, I mean, I got a double lot, Maximus. I mean, I could actually build a 3-story 6-plex, you know, 3 apartments in the front, 3 apartments in the back. But you don't want that big of a building because then you get a bunch of riffraff moving in, you know. If you only got to rent out 2 apartments, you can rent it out to some nice people, you know, and not overcharge them on the rent, you know. Not be a ghetto slumlord, you know. Just enough to keep the upkeep of the building and pay the taxes. You know, pay the water bills and shit like that, you know. I mean, that's the only way I'd help. I wouldn't give them money. I wouldn't give them any money. They'd have to wait till I was dead to get the money. Because I know, especially I wouldn't even let my daughter live in that building, man. She'd put the hoodoo on it and burn to the ground. Because in the will, Maximus, it says to the brothers, not to him. So there is a will that states that house goes to me, right? So he's just doing me right like I would do him right, you know. He also let me put my name on them fucking bank accounts too, that he took that money out. So basically, if I wanted to be a prick, I could empty both those fucking bank accounts and just never come back, you know. What's he gonna do, cry? I mean, I could do it, but I won't. I got him an extra $7,700 back this year from the IRS. They were saying he had to pay... They were saying that he had to pay $300 a month out of his Social Security check, that he had to give them $300 a month. And the payments, I looked, they were coming out. I go, why are you paying taxes? You don't make that much, man. I mean, he's not like my high school buddy who gets $7 grand a month. I think he only gets like maybe $3,200 or $3,400 a month. And the house payment's like $470. So how would he owe taxes, right? And I told him, I said, no, you call the IRS because your tax man fucked you, man. Temu Warranty Center. We have a great range of products to decorate an apartment. That's right, you do. My brother and me were talking on the front porch today about Temu. He says, I'm going to buy you one of them blow-up tents, man. Oh, wow, that dude hit the tracks just a little too hard, I believe. Did you hear that clunk? He bottomed out big time, man. Crasho. But I said, man, that tent is like probably the size of a doghouse, man. I said, Temu makes you think it's big, but it's like the size of a doghouse, man. We're actually getting along now, Maximus, you know. I got his birth certificate here. I got his birth certificate because I went to pay for the copy. I paid $7.59 to get my Vietnam visa done and to get the copies of the birth certificate so he can mail it to the loan company. So he could put what he's going to put a letter with it says, I want to add my brother on as owner, right? As owner. So he's adding me to the deed as an owner, which means if he was the croak, guess who has to pay the loan off, right? Moi. But I have the money. That's why I have my name put on accounts first. If you dress as a McDonald's character, would you get a discount at the store? Temu cosplay division. I'm really not sure. If you dressed up as Ronald McDonald, maybe if you dressed up as the Orange Man, as Donald Trump, and made French fries, they might give you free French fries. I don't know why everybody has Orange Man derangement syndrome, man. I like almost everything he's doing except for screwing with the homeless people in Washington, D.C. I mean, he's telling them they got to get out. They're moving them out of the tent camps. But where are they putting them at, man? At least let them go to Alligator Alcatraz to live or something, you know. At least tell them, at least move their tent to BLM property someplace, you know. I even did that one stream. If you're going to camp in a tent, if you're going to live in a tent, don't set it up in a city park. Don't set it up in the police department parking lot. Don't set it up in a boulevard in the middle of the street. Go to BLM property or National State Park property and set it up there, man. Buy you one of those park passes for the year. They're not that expensive. Set it up, put your shit bucket out and your whatever, and you live there. And when you're done, clean your fucking mess up, man. I could, Maximus, if I want to get a bed sit like Barry the Boss, I can get one here. They'll take a third of my check, though. So basically, I'll be paying more rent than I'd be paying for a fucking 4-star hotel in Vietnam, man. And I would be eligible because it's for senior housing. And since I'm a veteran and a senior, I would go to the top of the list. I wouldn't have to wait. You know who knows all about that shit, Maximus? You know who Golgo is? G-O-L-G-O, Golgo? He works for the VA. He told me how to get, like, full VA disability if I wanted to get it. I said, I don't need it, man. Because I don't want to live with a dog in the house, man. I was fucking with his dog today on the front porch. I was trying to kick him down the stairs, man. That dog is so old now, he can't even walk up the stairs. He's got a hobble. He hobbles up the stairs, man. Look at this dude, man. He's trucking, man. That's Mr. Natural Latino, man. Peanut butter time with the dog. Yeah, that's another thing I told him. I said, I lost my key to the back door. I said, go get a key made, man. I said, I need a key to be able to get in the house if your fucking dog is eating you or fucking the house is on fire, man. Actually, that's probably the best thing that could happen to me right now after my name gets on that title is the house burn to the fucking ground and get the insurance money. Because the will states we cannot sell it as long as one of us wants to live in it. That's what she put, that's what my mom put in the will. As long as one of the brothers wants to stay in that house, the house can't be sold. And he doesn't want to go nowhere. I tried like hell to get him to go with me to the Philippines. I said, man, I will get you a 25-year-old Filipina and we'll get a maid, and we'll get her extra room. I said, with your money and my money shoved together, we could go to Dumageddon, and they'll call us the Genic Brothers, man. Don't mess with the Genic Brothers, man. They'll fuck you up. Get a maid in that fucking extra bedroom. I'll tell them, anytime you want a little BJ, just throw 1,000 pesos. You know, he's always talking about his dog. What about my dog? It was till he took out that mortgage, and then what he did is he fixed the roof with it, and then he put the rest of it in the bank, and then he's been making payments on it, and he pays the taxes. Because I told him, you're the one that's living in it fucking 12 months out of the year. You can pay the fucking taxes, right? And since they gave him the loan, that's because I told him when I had that taxi company, don't put my name on it, because he was what do you call it? He was not the power of attorney, but what do you call it? The executor of the will. And I told him, I says, man, don't put my name on anything. I said, because if one of my cab drivers is to kill somebody with a cab, even though I have insurance and shit, they could come after the house. So that's why my name wasn't on the deed originally. And if my name was on the deed originally, he would actually save money, because everybody got their roofs fixed for free that year. But he wasn't smart enough to tell the insurance company that there was a hailstorm and there was damage to the roof. Because if I'm in Vietnam and he croaks, the state says that the house belongs to me. That's what the state law says. Since he's never been married and he doesn't have any fucking kids, okay, the state law says the sibling gets the property. But since there's a bank loan on it, Maximus, you tell me who gets the house. If I'm gone and he croaks, there's a loan on it, got to be paid every month. He's got it paid 3 months in advance, but okay, what happens to that house if I'm not here? You know what happens? The bank takes it, right? Yeah, not the Banco de Oro, the Banco de Chase, the Banco de Chase. So that's why I want my name on it. I'll pay the fucking mortgage off. I got the name on the accounts where the money's at. I won't keep that money in that. That draws like what, 1% interest or some shit. And he says, well, maybe, he said, the other way we could do it is we could just remortgage the house and put your name on it that way, they said. I said, no way, don't remortgage. I said, the mortgage rates now are like 6%. I said, you got it at 4%. I said, there's no way to remortgage that house. Don't do it. I said, don't refinance. I said, whatever you do, do not refinance. I said, the interest rates are way too fucking high right now, man. I said, you got the money in the bank to pay it off? I go, what the fuck? My name's on it. Phil and Maximus and Steve 25901. Do you want to get a wife in Vietnam, Steve? I can tell you where to get a wife. You go down way down south in Vietnam, like way down south in New Orleans. You go way down south by the Cambodian border. There's a town called Can Tho. That's where all the single Vietnamese 28-year-old, 30-year-old that never been married, don't got no kids, and they're all looking for foreigner husbands. That's where you want to go if you want a wife. Yeah, but the reason he doesn't, Maximus, is because he's like older than me and his brain function is not that well, so he'll forget to pay the insurance or he'll forget to pay the taxes. That's why he told me he did it in the first place. He said, this way I don't have to do all that shit. Since it's on a mortgage, when I pay the mortgage payment, everything gets paid up. So there's no way that the insurance is. That's why I said the best thing could happen to me right now is the fucking thing burned to the ground, man. Because then I could sell the double lot. The double lot's worth fucking more than the house, man. I was looking at that deed. before, and that house is like over 100 years old now. It's over 100 years old, man. A lot of these houses in this town are that old, man. A lot of them are like, there's some, the one my high school buddies living in is like 130 years old, man. Because there used to be a swamp here, and then what they did is they filled in the swamp and they built houses on top of it, man. Nah, I wouldn't do that, man. I'm not an arson, man. I mean, if accidentally some wires crossed and the place burned down, that'd be my lucky day, man. It's both. The foundation is brick with glass block windows, and the upper part is wooden frame. The old DC house, yeah. That's another thing, man. The plumbing in the basement, man. He paid $2,000 to get the main sewer unplugged, but yet he won't fix the sewer pipe from the sink in the basement to the main sewer. And that way we got a brand new washer and dryer down there that's under that insurance plan, so if anything happens, they fix it for free. I have to go to fucking Bubble Land to wash my fucking clothes, because last year I was just giving my dirty clothes, tell him throw it in the washer, right? This year I couldn't do that. I gotta go to Bubble Land because the washer backs up, you know, that hose that goes over the sink, you know? The water all backs up in there, and I said, man, let's get the nephew. You know, he's not really my nephew, he's my baby's mama's nephew. But he's a good guy, and his wife is screwing him over on child support. I said, man, he knows all about this fixing up these. I said, he was working for a guy that owns like 80 old houses here, and that's all he was doing is fixing up shit like that, man. I said, we can get a hold of him. I said, he won't ass rape you, man. He'll come over here, he'll unblock that fucking sewer line that goes from the sink to the main line. That way you can use the washer in the wintertime where you don't have to go to a fucking Bubble Land or whatever the fuck this, yeah, Bubble Land is where he goes. I go to Blue Kangaroo. I used to have an apartment down there, Steve. When I got out of the service the first time, man, that's where I banged 300 of them women, man, was in that apartment down there, man. The front part of the house was all like, what do they call that when you fix up a house? It's got like paneling and shit and everything. What do they call that? A finished basement. It's a finished basement in the front. And then in the back part by the washer and dryer, there's a shower stall, a shitter, and everything down there, man. It's right down there, man. I mean, if I was going to live in a house, I'd have to put the money into the basement to fix it up, but I could be a basement troll. Then you people could say, oh, you're in your mommy's basement trolling me. And I could go, yep, you're correct. I'm in my mommy's basement trolling you, man. Man, I got a lot of pussy down there, but a lot of them, I didn't even get in the door, man. They just jumped my bones in the backyard before I got in, man. Oh, and I also got that shanty shack in the back that I was going to give to Fazio and Honeyco if they got married, right? There was something, Steve, because there was like police cars wailing, man, going from south to north, like up towards the Horseshoe. There was like fucking 7 cars went flying by. I don't know if it was the other day or day before yesterday. And man, then there was another shitload of them that were coming from the Illinois border going towards Gary down the side street here. There was another 4 or 5 went that way screaming. So they were looking for somebody, man. Yeah, I could live in Kevin's basement. Yeah, he's got a nice apartment there, man. Finished basement apartment, man. I think they make him pay to stay down there, though, Maximus. No, it wasn't ICE, man. It was cops. That was cops with screaming red lights, man. They were flying. You know what I hate now? Let me show you. See that Taco Bell over there, man? They used to stay open at 3 in the morning. Now they've been closing at fucking midnight, man. I went to the other day. I put my fucking order in on the app. It went through. I paid for it with my freaking credit card. And then I get there and they tell me, oh, we're out of everything, man. I go, well, you got my fucking money. What am I supposed to do? They go, well, there's a thing in the app you can cancel. I go, no. I said, once you take the money, I can't cancel anymore. I don't know. We'll come back. I said, fuck that, man. I said, just give me my money out of the register. I said, oh, we can't do that. And then fucking 5 minutes later, he goes, oh, well, we're making your order now. What it was is they just wanted to close early and get the fuck up out of there is what it was. I hope they didn't shit in my food, you know. I can't remember what it was, but I remember it was in Janictown. Yeah, it was in Janictown, Hammond. They were flying, man. They were flying, Steve, man. Flying low with the fucking sirens and the lights and fuck, they were going north. Right here, right where this McDonald's is, they were going in that direction there. Down this street, they were going about 100 fucking miles an hour, like 7 cars, one behind each other. And then the other ones were going in that direction there. There was about 5 of them going in. So it must have been something happened up towards at Wolf Lake Park or near where Hammond and Whiting meet up there. It had to be in that area, man, like Robertsdale. Because there's an area up there they call Robertsdale, which is part of Hammond. It's like on the border with East Chicago and Whiting. When they first started zooming past, I said, uh-oh. I said, gunfight at the Horseshoe Casino. That's what I was thinking at first, that something went down at the Horseshoe Casino. But then I went to the internet to look at the Northwest Indiana Times. Yeah, but they weren't headed that way, Maximus. Hessville Park is, Hammond's shaped like an L. Well, the bottom part of the L, at the tip of the L, that's Hessville. That's the part's right next to Gary, man. See, because this part here, you have East Chicago as a buffer. East Chicago, Indiana. It's like cut out like an L. But the part I'm in is like the top part of the L, Like right by the Chicago border. But yeah, where they did that kid, man, that's like Hessville area, man. I met an old Hispanic woman up here a couple of days ago. She came up to the table and tried to give me $5. I said, what are you doing? She says, take this. I go, I don't want your money. She goes, take this. I go, why would I want to take $5 from you? I go, I got a military pension and shit. I said, I might be dressed like a bum, but I'm not a bum. And then she started laughing. She goes, nobody's ever turned me down. I go, I don't want your $5. And then she sat there. She was about maybe 59, 60, Hispanic lady. She didn't look too bad. She started flirting with me. We were talking at the table, man. But I don't use my dick here. I only use it in Vietnam, man. Here comes our salt and pepper duo. Yeah, this is what I'm smoking, man. I ain't gonna tell him I got a full pack sitting in between the seats. Doesn't he look like he can work for the money to buy the cigarettes? Did you hear what he said? He said, you got a cigarette, Pops? I go, yeah, just this one I'm smoking. I'll show you guys. I won't show him though. Let's see, but I got a whole pack here, man. I don't know what he's doing, man. Maybe she's got Social Security check and he don't. Maybe he's just slipping in a Black Mamba to get some money every now and then, man. Maybe she likes to pay for the BBC, But doesn't he look like he's working age, like he can go out and get a job and pay for his own cigarettes, but he's not? That's them goddamn Democrats, man. That's what it is, them goddamn Democrats that want everything for free, man. Pops, you got a cigarette, Pops? Yeah, I got it for me. Yeah, he's watching the stream all right, yeah. Nobody watches my streams, man. They don't want to learn anything, man. Like Will Travels, if you want to go to Vietnam and live there, go to Miami Beach, go to Da Nang. You got everything you want, including half the city's population is foreign, right? I get nothing except, what, $30 birthday gift and $15 the night I did the Tales from the Tent. When I talked about the Zodiac. Hello, Teacher Phil. Hello, jackass. The train here is trying to crawl up your jackass. I don't get any play. Yeah, I don't get any play, man. I was throwing my throwaways to Billy last time we were at the pub. The chick come up to me, hitting on me. I said, bother him. I said, he's got money. He'll buy you a drink. Guess what he did? Simp started buying her drinks until she started saying, do you want to go smoke some crack? And then he blew her off after that, man. I throw all my dead meat at Billy Jackass, man. I throw him all my I don't wants. All my I don't wants goes to Billy Jackass, man. Like, I don't want to fuck this. Here, talk to him. He's got money. Crack is whack. Yeah, Maximus would have picked her up, man. I found that crime. Someone beat the hell out of an autistic man. He kicked out all his teeth. Yeah, well, that's what Maximus was saying. I could have had her, though, but instead I steered her in your direction, man. I could have had that out in the parking lot sucking my dick for a rock, man. It wouldn't even have cost me a drink. I just told her, here's $20. Go get a rock. You got to suck the cock for a rock. That was one huge bitch, though, man. She was tall, man. I don't know if I got the picture where I can pull it up on here. I could show him that picture, man. Me, you, and her in the middle. But that's when you were handsomer. That was before you got that big scar in the middle of your forehead. Yeah, well, you know, Maximus, leave Steve alone, man, because he wasn't here when you were talking about that shit. But that couldn't be it, man, because those cars were going fast towards the horseshoe, man. They weren't going nowhere near Hessville, man. They weren't, unless the kid that got his teeth kicked out ran up the boulevard all the way down to fucking North Hammond someplace. And they say the economy's fucked up, man. We got 2 trains at once going here, man. Most of them are all container cars. And they all say world shipping on the side of them. What does that tell you? The tariffs are hurting us, man. They're not shipping any goods, man. He was trying to look at... Well, what else happened that night, though, Steve? What happened up north, like in Robertsdale? Like up in the Robertsdale Whiting area, man. Because I went to the Northwest Indiana Times online to try to pull up a story, and there was nothing there about it, man. I mean, I counted, there were 7 squads going at least 80 miles an hour north with the reds and the sirens, man. I mean, they were wailing like woo, 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 woo. All of them, one behind the other, behind the other, behind the other, flying north down Calumet Avenue, man. I was sitting right here where I was sitting, but in the opposite direction when that fucking Sub-Saharan pulled a gun on me and tried to carjack me on June the 10th, man. The key word in that sentence was tried to carjack me. During the Northwest Indiana Times for what? He had a huge article about what? Did she beat the shit out of him or what? What did he do? What makes him a local hero? What did he do? Did he pull a bag lady out of the parking lot or something, or what? Did he keep a bag lady from getting robbed out at the UPS store, or what? What did he do? I'm the local hero, man. I'm the one that saved a little kid from drowning in the Calumet River when I was about 15, 16. Dove into that nasty-ass river to pull that little kid out that slipped down the slimy side of the fucking canal there by Heine's Shrimp House. I'm the hero, man. Okay, Kyle, you want a Big Mac? Meet me in Vietnam and I'll buy you a Big Mac combo meal. In Vietnam, you can get a Big Mac combo meal for $4.20 at the McDonald's. If you want it delivered, it's going to cost you $1 more, man. Do you want to know anything about Vietnam, Kyle? Kyle, you killed Kenny, son of a bitch. Kyle, that's my cheesy poops. Leave my cheesy poops alone, man. Wasn't Kyle the Jew boy on South Park? Jewish people can't eat Big Macs, Kyle. They're not kosher. You gotta be kosher, man. I got some deli products here that are kosher, though, that you can have. If you come meet me up here, I'll make you a bologna sandwich, man. How's that? I'll even let you eat my leftover potato salad that I got. A bologna sandwich and leftover potato salad. How's that? Does it sound good to you, man? Cat! You killed Kitty, Cat! That's my pie, Cat! No, he doesn't say that's my pie, Kyle. He says that's my pie, Kitty, right? That's my pie, Kitty! Kitty, leave my pie alone! Maximus, of course he is. He's up in the north side here paying $18.50 for a bowl of pho. He goes to the Hanyu restaurant on Broadway, man. With his beady little eyes. He's got his beady little eyes and his golf cap on, man. The only time Maximus gets to go to Southeast Asia is when his family funds his trip, man. He has to get family funds, man. I see old Dave from Endless Travels. I see he's starting a live stream again, too. He did a live stream right before this, man. Every time he used to do his streams before, man, it looked like he was high on meth, man. He always looked like he was high on something, man. Not drunk, but high, like on shabu or something, man. But I don't think you can get meth in Vietnam, man. I know you can get acid, and you can get shrooms, and you can get weed. But I don't think... I know you can get... They say it's cocaine on Bui Vien, but it's not. It's actually fent. And then the expats, or the visitors, snort it like coke and die because they think it's coke, but it's really fentanyl. So they overdose all the time, man. Them street dealers down there, they be scandalous, man. But they're not walking around with their hand off saying, gimme, 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 like in the Philippines. They're at least they're hustling, you know. I think that should be their freaking national anthem. Every day I'm hustling, I'm hustling, I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling, I'm hustling. Because, man, they get up early in the morning. They go out to make that loot, man. They always be setting up early in the morning to sell sandwiches or fried eggs or coffee or what. They're out there industrious motherfuckers, boy. If the workers in the United States, if the Democrats in the United States were, you know what, we should just let Vietnam have California, and we should attach Vietnam to the West Coast, man. Imagine how much money, how much the GDP would be then, man. Because California has the biggest GDP now, but they're the poorest state. Because they have all them social programs and shit, you know. Yeah, I like what Trump's doing, man. I want a police state, man. I want a police state. As long as they don't fuck with me, I want a police state, man. I want to be able to walk down the street at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning with the fucking National Guard on patrol. They have that in southern Mexico. They patrol the parks at night. And you know what? They don't bother you. I only got stopped one time, asked, do you want a free COVID shot? And I said, no, I already got them. I don't need it. Right? Vietnam is too smart to have anything to do with Cali. Yeah. But they got the coastline. It's, I would say, basically, the closest state you could compare it to would be California, because they got the coastline, they got the big cities on the coastline, and then they got the cold weather up north and the hot weather down south, right? So that's why I wouldn't compare Da Nang to Miami Beach like they all do. I would compare Da Nang to like, Venice Beach or something, you know? Even though it's hotter than LA, right? Maybe San Diego, maybe a beach down by San Diego or something, you know? But yeah, I mean, I was ready to tell everybody where they want to go. Yeah, because it's up north, but Nha Trang, man, they got good weather year-round, man. We don't get the big rainy season like they do up in Da Nang, you know? All the typhoons that go through the Philippines head straight for, like, Da Nang or north of Da Nang. They don't come down south by Nha Trang, man. And because we get the breeze off of the ocean, even if it's fucking 90 degrees out, it's not hot because you got that breeze coming off the ocean, man. So it's not hot, man. Just don't stand out in the freaking beating ass sun, you know. Well, I didn't say cold. I mean, but you can go up to Sapa. You go up to Sapa, and you didn't make it to Sapa. You get up to Sapa up there in the mountains, man. In the wintertime, they got snow, man. That's where Harold Balder gave himself the name of A.J. Dong. He was buying stuff from that girl on the street, that Sapa, that like Hmong woman. They call him Hmong, H-M-O-N-G. The Hmong woman that was making hats. He bought a hat off of her and put it on. He's named himself A.J. Dong. He said, that's my Vietnamese name. My Vietnamese name would be Phuc Long, not Long. Phuc Long Nye. Phuc Long Nye. That would be my Vietnamese name. Phuc Long Nye. Or Liam Long. Pussy liquor. Pussy liquor. Make you sicker. I want to get high. I want to get high too. From the movie House of a Thousand Corpses soundtrack. Pussy liquor. Man, I'm so fucking wore out from running around today, man. I've been running and running and running and getting shit done and done and done, man. Okay, I'll stop chatting. I don't want another poll that I took it over, LMAO. Yeah, and everybody said you did, right? Okay. Come in and take it over my fucking chat, man. What the fuck? Talking about hunting and shit, man. Nobody wants to hear about hunting, man. They want to hear about how it is to be in Vietnam, man. You know, cause it's 1, 2, 3. What are we flying for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the airplane gate. Ain't no time to wonder why. Whoopee, we're all gonna fly. Because all these people here are loyal subs and they want to stay tuned to my channel, but they don't really want to know anything about Vietnam, you know? Like, if I told them what parts to go to, just because they don't want to be horny bastards or they don't want to live like they're living in America, like I would tell you, if you don't want to live like, if you want to live like in a real Vietnamese city, a real Vietnamese town, go to Pleiku. That place is nothing Western there whatsoever, man. That's pure D Vietnamese, man. If you want to go to the mountain town where they make like homemade knives and machetes and shit like that, you go up to Sapa. If you want, like in Mexico, how they make those ponchos and shit, they make those same things up in Sapa too. I don't know what the Vietnamese call them, but they're not ponchos, but they weave heavy winter clothing and they wear heavy winter boots because it fucking snows up there, man. We got a young Hispanic and a young black girl walking behind us over here now. Now they know the Dunkin' Donuts is closed. They know it's closed. So what are they doing? One's got shorts on. The Hispanic girl got shorts on. They're going around the back. What are they doing? Going looking for the BBC back of the Dunkin' Donuts? Or are they going back there to lean against the wall and take a pee? Should I go back there and film them taking a piss? Pulling their shorts down, leaning against the wall and taking a piss? You know what? You better get your shit done early tomorrow because it's supposed to be light rain all day, man. You know that, right? I think it's supposed to start at about 4 in the morning, light rain. And then we're supposed to have it all day, 45% chance. So that means basically most of the day is going to be like light rain. Will wants a spot where it's like he's living in San Jose, California, you know. That's what he wants to live in, you know? Me, I want the best of both worlds. I want the mountains and the beach, man. I got both where I go, man. And Russian booty, Rudy Tooty, Rush. You know Mick is dating a Ukrainian, you know that, right, jackass? Hey, jackass. You know that Mick is dating a Ukrainian girl, right? That he met at the gym? I bet you didn't know that, did you, jackass? See, Brett won't come to my streams because of you, man. It's all your fucking fault, man. Brett won't come and watch my streams, man. He won't share out my stream, man. Because you're here, man. You heard what Wishy said, right? She called us the two old men from the same place in the United States, man. Those are the two old men. She's what, over 40? She hit the wall 3 years ago, man. And she's calling us old? $40 in a woman's age is like 60 in a man's age, man. I'm glad my high school buddy's pissed at me, man, because, you know, the other Jerry, you know, the Jerry guy, you know, jackass, you know, Jerry, he's pissed at me because he came to the bar and wanted me to come outside. I said, I can't leave, man. My food's up on the bar and I got this nut sitting right next to my food. He's, all right, forget it. And after that, he won't answer no calls or anything, man. I think maybe he lost his money at the casino. He wanted to borrow some money. I don't know if that's the case, but he's pissed. He won't even answer the fucking text, man. Oh, they must have ordered in the app and walked up to the window. The black girl's wearing plaid flannel pants, and the Hispanic chick is wearing shorts. Have me an old picnic, man, picnic. I did my dewormer the other day, jackass. The only one's talking is me, man. Nobody wants to ask it because I put in the description, Billy. I said, keep it on topic, please. Man, when I get back to Vietnam, I start shooting videos of the Riviera there. With my new phone I bought that I haven't used yet. The new one, it's just like this one, but it's new. I'll put my Vietnamese SIM card in that one, and I'll be leaving this one locked up in the room for my banking. And I'll be doing videos of me riding not a motor scooter. I'm gonna get me a regular bicycle because the area where I'm gonna be at, I'm really close to everything, man. Even my Juice Pimp man's only about 15 blocks from where I'm at, you know. I'm right in the city center, 80 meters from the fucking beach, man. I can't believe I got that deal. That was a fucking deal, man. People don't like my Dunkin' Donuts streams, man. They like my Tales from the Tent streams, man. They like it when I go back to the tent and shit in a bucket, you know. Show them how it is to be a real man. You ain't a real man unless you shit in a bucket before, man. When it's 50 degrees at night, and you gotta get out of that warm sleeping bag, and then you gotta sit on an ice cold bucket with a toilet lid on it and take a dump. Now that's what real men do. Then you take them wet wipes out, and you wipe with the wet wipes, man, and your asshole's like turning into icicles. That's what real men do, man. They need to take them channels like RTP You need to take them guys off of the fucking YouTube, man. But you know what? The Constitution says free speech, but they be all Dems hating on Trump, man. They all got Trump derangement syndrome, man. I'm not MAGA. I'm an independent, but I do like what Trump's doing, man. I'm not MAGA, but I like what Trump's doing, man. I'm independent. I'm in more in the middle, you know. I'm not to the left. I'm not to the right. I'm in the middle, man. I think everything should be right down the middle. But I don't think you should have cops come up to you at night harassing you, going like, "What are you doing sitting there?" And you know what? They close this fucking park up here at like 8 o'clock at night, man. You can sit fucking on the beach or in the park in Vietnam till fucking 3 in the morning if you want, man. You can sit there getting drunk off your ass, and they won't bother you as long as you ain't bothering somebody else. I think the only two free places I've ever been was southern Mexico, way down by the Guatemalan border, and Vietnam. That's the only two free places I've ever been before. Philippines ain't free. You got security guards everywhere. You got them telling you can't smoke here, you can't smoke there, you can't drink this there, you can't do that there. Sorry, we're out of stock, sir. Overcharging you on everything. Never have any fucking change, but everything's cash. At least in Vietnam, you can use your credit card, you know. Let me say hi to my Vietnamese people that are probably watching right now because I got a bunch of people out there watching, but nobody chatting. So I'll say, Zin Chao Em Chai, Zin Chao Em Gai. Hello, my brothers. Hello, my sisters. Zin Chao Em Gai, Zin Chao Em Chai. Ham Nai, Tot Ham Nai. It's good day. Good day. Ham Nai. Vietnam, Tot Nhat. Tot Nhat. Sentaba, say hello. Bam mi, bam mi. Come tam suang, mot, mot sagan bia. Mot 555. Rat dep mum, rat dep mum. You got a very beautiful ass. Rat dep mum. Picnic in the parking lot, man. Picnic in the parking lot. It should be picnic in the park, but you can't do that in the United States, man. They'll come and say, "What are you doing here? We're going to have to take you for park curfew violation. We're going to have to arrest you for that. You're not supposed to be here after 8 o'clock at night." Ever since I took that dewormer pill, man, I haven't had all that gas. It must have been the worms, man. Worms were giving me all that gas, man. Took that 400 milligram albendazole. Now I got to get that other one. It's called the one for the flukes, to get rid of the flukes, parkinazole or some shit like that. Now I got to take one of them. Gotta get all these worms out of my body, man. Gotta get all the worms out so my stools are good, man. Yumi Mango. Where's Yumi when you need him? Where's KOC when you need him? Well, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet until somebody asks a freaking relevant question. If they don't ask a relevant question, I'm not gonna even answer it. I got so much shit to do tomorrow, man. I'm so fucking tired, burnt out. What the fuck? What can Brown do for you? I think I'm gonna drive over towards the hacienda. It's time to get out of here, man. I don't want them to think I'm overstaying my stay here. You know, just one medium coffee. You know, you can't sit here for 7 hours. You know. Listen to that engine purr, man. That's a P-71 police interceptor purring, man. That's what a police interceptor sounds like when it's purring, man. And I think the reason it took me 2 times to start was because of the weather change. It's like, what, about 58, maybe 60. Today it was, what, almost 80. You know, when the weather changes, it makes the oh, look, I got an old lady coming up here. Maybe I can go pick her up, man. Give me some punani, man. She looks like she's out on the prowl, man. My high school buddy go over and ask her if she needs a ride. He's into them old women, man. You can see her. She's coming up, man. She'll be walking in front of them lights in a minute. Here, let's see her. She's all hunched over. Look at this, man. You see her? See her? I should go up there and say, hey, you want to make 20 bucks, baby? Take them teeth out. Take them teeth out, baby. But in the meantime, we're going to head towards the hacienda. We got gas. Not a lot, but we got enough to get back to the hacienda. I'm going to have to gas up tomorrow. I did all that running around today. I got 2 cars. There's one. And now I got to wait for this one coming from this. Oh, he's putting on his turn signal. Is he turning in here? Nope. Yeah, he is. Now there's 1, 2, 3 cars coming. Come on. I'm not pulling out in front of you, man. I'm not stupid. Oh, that was a Popo sitting across the street there at McDonald's. That's what that was. The Popo. He was scoping me out. He was going, what's that guy doing over in the McDonald's or in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot?